Hey gang, we've made it back from the network. I've ate, I've drank, I've survived, and now I'm gonna run down what happened. There's gonna be footage, it's gonna be really cool, and yeah, we're gonna talk about what we saw. So the show opened with Harry Milligan beating Liam Slater. It was a really good match. I'll be honest, like, when you see a Harry Milligan match that gets booked on a show, you expect it to be one-sided and kind of a beatdown. But this was the exact opposite. And I think that was the aim here, really. Liam Slater really brought out a competitive edge from Harry Milligan, one that I've been wanting to see, because there's clearly a wrestler in there. I mean, very obviously, there's a wrestler in there. If you saw his match against Richard Holiday, you know, he's essentially like a, you know, just taking bumps, but then out of nowhere he hits 3 back-to-back topes, and I'm like, so the guy can go, like, obviously the guy can go, and that was really cool to see, that Liam Slater brought out lots of, like, just competitive edge out of Harry Milligan, you know, some technical wrestling, some flying, some just fast-paced stuff. And that was great to see. Just Harry Milligan looking competitive and looking more than just, you know, a guy to bump for Shah. Which, well, that was interesting. It was just lovely to see Harry get taken seriously and get a win, most importantly, because I don't think I've ever seen him win a match, ever. So that was a great open to the show. And then we came to Robbie X and Kelly Six. And I had never seen Kelly Six wrestle before this, so this was a really nice intro, because he bumped crazy. I mean, I think he got dropped, like, it looked like he got spiked, like, twice. I was like, oh my goodness. I thought he was going to be, like, concussed or something. I was scared of him, I'll be honest, but this was a hell of a match. I would recommend watching. I mean, the entire show is worth watching, but this is definitely one I would recommend. Robbie X is good. We all know that Robbie X is good, especially now he's done his stint in Japan. He had his Best of the Super Juniors run that was really good. I mean, the matches against Ninja Mac were great, and you know, he is a step above, I think, since going to Japan, since joining Bullet Club War Dogs. He was already a good wrestler, but now he's great, if you get what I'm saying. So that was really fun, and although Kelly Six did lose, you know, he lost to Robbie X won, but there's definitely more to see of Kelly Six this year. Like, you know, 2025 or nothing like that. I do think these lot will probably run it back at some point, and I do think that Kelly Six could end up challenging for the Cruiserweight title at some point this year. Successfully or unsuccessfully, I don't know. I don't book the show, but he had a great crowd reaction, and he put on a great match. Even if there was many times where he bumped and it really, really scared me. There was one where he got, like, lawn darted into the corner, like, nearest me. It didn't look like he hit the buckle. It looked like he just went headfirst into the floor. I was like, oh my goodness. But I think he's okay. So, yeah. Then that went to Myla Grace beating Natalie Sykes in her RevPro debut. So this wasn't actually announced. The match graphic was Myla Grace versus Emerson Jane. What I didn't know, and what no one in the crowd knew, was that Emerson Jane was hurt. Apparently got called out on commentary. We didn't know this. So Natalie Sykes coming out, and I was like, oh, okay, is this like a, you know, a singles match that didn't get announced, maybe? Is there like a match we're not going to see? No, she was just replacing Emerson Jane. She did a great job in her debut. If you're around Sheffield, you do know the name Natalie Sykes, and she is very good at what she does. Her gimmick is probably more tailored to like, you know, being young and cocky and stuff. It's stuff I would kind of eat up, right? She's similar age to me, and I believe she trains at Pursuit, which is right round here. Well, I say right round here, is in Sheffield. So, and but speaking of the Pursuit people, actually, the crowd was amazing, and there were so many people who either trained at Pursuit or just like go to the Pursuit shows. There was Pursuit merch everywhere. I saw some wrestlers that I did know there, and it was really cool seeing all of them people just come out in masses to support their people. I do really think the Pursuit School is brilliant for that. They seem to have this wonderful culture where everyone supports each other, which I think is really, really cool. And Natalie Sykes was great. Myla Grace as well was amazing. This was my first time seeing actually both women wrestle in person. I have seen Natalie Sykes matches before. This is my first ever Myla Grace match, and I have to say I'm a big fan. She is very impactful in the way she moves. She's very quick when running the ropes, and it was just a style that really appealed to me. So that was a match that was really, really good, and I didn't know what to expect, because obviously I was expecting it to be Emerson Jane. More to speak about her later, because I was presuming she wouldn't be here. Boy, was I wrong. And then we come to the end of the first half, our first half main event, which was the Good Brothers beating the Sons of Southampton in a match that genuinely was really amazing. And Carl Anderson did too sweet me, but, I'm not bragging. But it was really, really good. It really started with the fans were very pro Sons of Southampton. There was JJ Gale chants, even David Francisco chants. They were the ones who saw most of the offence at the start, and they were the ones who were getting the fan reaction, which is kind of crazy when you think about all that the Good Brothers have done everywhere, world travelled, done everything, and here they are in Sheffield, kind of losing out in a popularity contest to the Sons of Southampton. But, you know what wrestling's like. When the Sons of Southampton kind of let their foot off the gas a bit, and Gallows and Anderson got their moves in, the crowd obviously were so pro Gallows and Anderson, and it was a really good match. I don't think there was really a face or a heel dynamic at all, and it was really fun, really, really fun, and definitely the best way to end the first half main event. It was great. There was a promo post-match with Gallows and Anderson where they seemingly were calling out that they want to be the next RevPro Tag Team Champions. I'll talk more about that situation later, because the Young Guns have got a lot on their plate currently, I think, with the tag team division. But that was the end of the first half. So the first match back after the interval was Trent Seven losing to Will Caven, which caught me by surprise. Kind of. When I saw Caven came out with True and Lacey, and they were both in full gear, I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is going to get turned into some sort of six-man tag match. That didn't happen. Trent fought valiantly against three guys, basically, and lost. And you know what? It was actually quite good. I went in, I'll be honest, low expectations. I'm not a big fan of Will Caven. This is the best Will Caven match I've ever seen. This is quite... I'm not giving it 5 stars. I'm not telling everyone to watch it alongside Hiroshi Tanahashi and Yuji Nagata and stuff, and it will get you into wrestling. That's not what I'm saying. But it was a good match, and it got the crowd biting on things, which is what you need to do when you come back from an interval. You need to keep the crowd hot, and this is what they did, and they did it very well. So Will Caven and Trent Seven did a phenomenal job. Post match, there was a beatdown where they said, we're going to the Trios Cup in Barcelona, and they also said they're the best tag team in the world. And that's when my boy Jay Joshua and Connor Mills came out, and True and Lacey had an impromptu tag match with Joshua and Mills, and it was so good. It was so good. I mean, I'm biased, but it was match of the night so far at that point, but boy, did I know what was coming next. But Jay Joshua and Connor Mills are so good, and everyone knows this. True and Lacey are also very good, and everyone knows this. Their short stint they had in Noah was great. Joshua had such a good Forbidden Door weekend where he got to face Ishii. They won the tag cups. Everyone knows this. All 4 of those guys, studs, great athletes. But this match, they just gelled so well. There's an amazing bit of Jay Joshua doing this clean house hot tag where he just takes out everyone. Joshua and Mills were firing on all, just all guns blazing. They were so in sync. True and Lacey, also a phenomenal tag team with so much just great chemistry. So this match was amazing, and I definitely would seek out this is a match to watch from the show. Like, if you're going to go on RevPro on demand, watch some of the matches, but you don't want to, you want to lose the things out. Don't skip this. This match was amazing, and all 4 men come out of it looking amazing because it was just so good. Everyone looked like an absolute stud in this match, and the next match somehow was even better. I say somehow because the tag match was really good. I also had very high expectations of this, and they exceeded it. Riho beat Kanji. This match, genuinely, I'm also still biased because Kanji is from Nottingham, and I'm from Nottingham. But this match was so good. Everything. Their chemistry was off the charts. Here's a little bit of context. I see Kanji quite a lot wrestle, but Riho I haven't seen wrestle in person since show in Nottingham called Wrestle Carnival in 2022, and she wrestled a girl called Tonga, who I'm unsure if she still wrestles. If she does, I mean, I really liked her that day. I like both those people, but since 2022, Riho has improved so much, and she was good that day, but now she's more impactful. Her slams, her strikes, everything, they are so good. And complement that with Kanji's more technical style, they had an absolute barn burner, and it was phenomenal. It's my match of the night, believe it or not. It was so good. Kanji is genuinely, I think, one of the best wrestlers in the world currently. Definitely the best wrestler from Nottingham, probably ever. I don't think I'm doing hyperbole there. I genuinely think she is one of the greatest wrestlers from Nottingham ever. She's just so good, and she clicks with Riho so well, who was also amazing. I mean, just the impact on everything they did. Everything was connected. The limb work, the story they told in the ring was perfect. And this is where I said I'd come back to Emerson Jane. Emerson Jane comes out during this match, and she starts firing at Kanji, and actually after the match, after Riho wins, Emerson Jane and Kanji, they start scrapping. All the security have to hold them back, and Riho starts taking out the security. They keep on fighting across the arena. It was amazing, a really fun post-match angle, and I'm sure they're going to be running Kanji and Emerson Jane, which will promise to be pretty good. But Emerson Jane's foot was all bandaged up, so I hope everything's good with her, and I'm hoping she gets a pretty speedy recovery, because she is one of the greatest women in the scene. She's such a phenomenal wrestler, and I really wish she got booked today, but it's a shame that she was injured, and that's just how things go sometimes. So prayers up and heels up for you. And then we go into our main event. Michael Oku and Shah Samuels beat the undisputed British heavyweight champions, tag team champions, the Young Guns. This match was really good. Was it good as Trion Lacey and Jay Joshua and Mills? In my opinion, no. Was it as good as Riho and Kanji? In my opinion, no. But this match was still good, and I would suggest watching it alongside those other two. It was good, and they told quite a compelling story. I mean, look, 3 of the 4 guys are former British heavyweight champions, or currently are a British heavyweight champion. It's going to be a great match, but it was different to the other 2 in the sense that it told more of a story with the titles and the history with one another. Oku's injuries that had been caused by Young Guns. Shah and Luke, who had wrestled the day before, ended up brawling out to the back. And at the end of the day, Ethan Allen did tap out to the half Boston Crab. And post-show, we had this lovely, it was really sentimental, but also very comedic promo from Oku, who, so not only have the Young Guns got to worry about Gallows and Anderson, who won the tag titles, but so do Shah and Oku. And after that, we found out that for the next Porchester Hall show, Oku versus Shah Samuels for the heavyweight championship. So it was, it was a crazy end of the show, and it was a really good show, honestly. The vibes were immense. It's probably the best crowd I've seen for a Sheffield show in ages. Probably the best one I've seen, and it's probably been one of the best Sheffield shows since, I feel December the 17th, 2024. This was that level of quality, and it was just a great show. There was great vibes, and yeah, it was wonderful to review it and talk about it. So, I've been me. I will speak next time, but thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with all the technical difficulties I've had, and yeah, keep being you, keep supporting our socials, and until next time, I'll see you later.